Palestinians in northern Gaza endured one of the heaviest nights of Israeli bombardment in weeks just as Israeli officials prepared for ceasefire talks in Washington. Despite US President Donald Trump's recent push to end the 20-month-old war, fighting on the ground raged on. Residents reported relentless airstrikes and tank fire, with Israeli forces pushing into the Zeitoun suburb of Gaza City. At least 4 schools sheltering displaced families were bombed after evacuation orders. By the end of the day, health officials reported at least 38 people killed, including 10 in Zeitoun and 13 near Khan Younis. The Israeli military claimed it targeted militant command centers in northern Gaza while taking steps to avoid civilian harm. The bombardment followed new evacuation orders to areas already devastated by previous operations. Israel said it planned to continue fighting Hamas fighters in Gaza City. Meanwhile, Israeli Strategic Affairs Minister Ron Dermer arrived in Washington for talks on Iran, Gaza, and a possible regional deal. Israel's Security Cabinet also convened to decide the next steps. Hamas said progress in ceasefire efforts depends on Israel agreeing to end the war and withdraw. Israel insists Hamas must first disarm and dismantle. Israel reportedly agreed to a US proposed 60-day ceasefire and hostage deal, placing responsibility on Hamas. The war began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas killed 1,200 people in Israel and took 251 hostages. Since then, over 56,000 Palestinians have been killed. Back in Israel, pressure is growing on Prime Minister Netanyahu to end the war. A recent poll showed that nearly 2/3 of Israelis want the Gaza campaign to stop. Protests continue in Tel Aviv, with former hostages and political rivals calling for Netanyahu's resignation and a comprehensive deal to release the remaining hostages and restore calm.